Mouseguard. The Tale of the Discordant Fellowship.
I'll claw out your eyes for cracking my whetstone, after I've bitten off your tail for ruining my parchment. If I never have to see you again after this, you'll not be the only one happier for it.
Stop! Tender paws of the god who act like misbehaved children will hear a story like misbehaved children. You two are sisters, not villains to one another. 6 beasts all used the same watering hole. A mix of predator and prey, their only tooth and fang, snarl, and talon towards one another. An enchanted wasp stung them all, one by one.
Instead of putting aside discordant natures until quenched, a fellowship of the smallest of smalls you shall become.
When they understood the wasp's speech, they also realized its sting changed them all into a more diminutive form. All equal in tooth and claw, their fighting was at a standstill, and none of them happier for the transformation. No longer predators, no longer prey. In time, they put aside their differences, to find the wasp again in hopes of reversing their change. To locate the wasp, Fox wandered them on paths and terrains friendly to their paws, and charmed wild beasts for directions to the nest. Predators tried to eat them, but Dunk lashed out with the heart of a brawler, showing no fear when facing those much larger than he'd ever been. When danger loomed over his confederates, Tiger shielded them, preferring to create a natural barrier rather than strike another. As hunger clawed at their tiny insides, Hare gathered the grains, seeds, berries, and plants needed to survive and revitalize. In the evenings, Possum studied and consulted the wind and stars to ensure their quest never strayed or fell prey to Spectre. When they were close, Weasel kept watch at night for moonlit threats, and in his scouting, he discovered the wasp's nest. In ruins, the nest was the wasp's tomb.
Arise, Spectre. Change your pack. You are all much improved. A fellowship of solidarity.
The quest made them discover their talents mesh together like cog teeth that neither slip nor clatter.
I can. But is it worth the sacrifice of this union, this bond?
And so, together, as a patrol, they decided to stay, abandoning their past forms for the good of themselves and all of mouse kind. Duck, whose anger and rage could get the best of him, became a carcass butcher to harvest all the usable bits from beasts slain by mice or found dead in the wild. Tiger, who was burly even for a mouse, protected all mice by learning the healing arts and took an oath to protect all. Fox, who could charm most wild beasts, became a wanderer of the paths of the territories and the wild country, leading stray innocents back to safety. Weasel, whose lithe steps were silent to the most alert of owls, kept secret watch over mouse harvesters, scouting and alerting them when danger arose. Hare, who was swift and heard all, cultivated the land and reaped the crops he planted to nourish all mice, so they would not know hunger. And Possum, who rose up from death again and again, became learned in the sorcery of the natural world, of plants and minerals, heavens and soil. Cerise, you have a bit of the duck in you, and Sela a bit of the possum. Do I need to get a wasp to sting you both to get along and work together?
No, Mentor Odell.
What is a tiger? No idea.
The end.